This lead looks perfect. 2 crore budget, ready with cash, wants to buy immediately. Your sales team would drop everything and chase it. But watch, my AI just flagged it. Suspicious, low confidence. Because the email is fake and the story doesn't add up. It just saved my best closer from wasting a day on a ghost. That's the difference between lead scoring that does math and lead scoring that actually thinks. And I built the whole thing in a plain English with Claude. Let me show you. Okay, real numbers for a second, because if you run a business that get leads, this matters. Most leads go cold in the first hour. Somebody fills your form, they are excited right now, and if nobody gets back to them fast, they have already messaged your competitor. So speed matters, but here is the part nobody talks about. Not every lead deserves the same speed. Some form fills are gold, ready to buy, money in hand. Some are tire kickers, some are straight up fake. If your sales team treats them all the same, they burn their best hires chasing ghosts while the real buyers goes quiet. The solution most people use is a lead scoring, and honestly, most lead scoring is dumb. It's a point table, big budget plus 25, ready to buy plus 20, add it up, call it hard. But that score is just doing math on whatever the person is typed. It can't tell if they are real, it can't read the messy tell us more box what the actual story is. It can't think. So I rebuilt mine, and this time I gave it a brain. Here is the difference, and it is the whole point of this video. The old way calculates a score. The new way reads the lead like a human analyst would, figures out who they really are, picks up the real intent, check if it's legit, and hands your salesperson a plan. Same job, completely different intelligence. And the best part for you, I didn't write a single line of code. The whole thing is described in a plain English. If you can write an email, you can build this. Let me show you under the hood. Quick, I promise. It starts with a simple form, name, budget, timeline, what they are looking for, and a couple of open text boxes where they can tell their story in their own words. Hold on to those open boxes. They matter more than you would think. You have already got a form like this somewhere in your business. Now here is the brain. I want you to see it because it's not a code, it's instruction in plain English. Let me walk you through the parts that actually matters. First, the basic scoring. I gave it the rules, budgets worth this many points, timelines worth that many, urgency, financing, and so on. Standard stuff, any scoring tool does this. But here is where it gets smart. Next I told it, read those open text boxes like a human, pull out the real signals. Is someone relocating? Is there any deadline like before my kid's school starts? Are they comparing us to another company? That's intent you can't capture with a drop down. Then I told it to look the person up, their email, their company, their job title, and this is bigger than it sounds. A lead can type 2 crore budget into a form. Anyone can. But if Claude looks them up and sees they are a senior manager at your real company, now that budget is believable. If the company doesn't exist, that's a red flag. That check is not your form. That's Claude verifying who they actually are before your team spends a minute on them. Then I told it to do a fraud and sanity check. Cross-check the lead against itself. Does the budget match the story? Does the email look real? Does the font match the location? Then instead of just a score, I asked it for a confidence level. How much should we actually trust this? And finally, write my salesperson a short brief who this person is and how to approach them. That's the programming. I'm literally describing what a great sales operations manager would do in their head, and Claude does it in every single lead. Now, thinking is not enough. Claude has to actually do things. So we connect the tools it needs. And for most of them, connecting is easy part. Watch. Click connect, sign in, approve. That's it. No code, no API keys. My forms, my enrichment tool, and Slack all connected exactly like that. Sign in, approve, done in seconds. But two of them, Gmail and Google Sheet, are not that simple. And that's the next part. Okay, real talk. I hit a wall with these two, and I am showing you so you don't lose an afternoon like I did. I first tried the built-in Gmail connection to send the confirmation email. Problem, it could only save a draft, it couldn't actually press send. And the built-in Google Drive. One could read my sheet, but it couldn't write any new rows into it. Two dead ends for the two things I needed most. The fix is a tool called Composio. Think of it as a universal adapter that gives Claude the buttons the built-ins were missing. And connecting its quick, you sign up to Composio, and inside you connect the apps you need. In my case, Gmail and Google Sheet. Composio then gives you a simple MCP link. You copy that link, come back to Claude, open the Add Custom Connector option, paste it in, give it a name, hit OK, and approve the permissions. Done. Now Claude can actually sense the email and write to the sheet through Composio. So the mental model stays simple. Claude is the brain, Composio and the connectors are the hands. When a built-in hand can't do the job, you swap in one that can. And what kicks it all off? The second someone submits the form, it pings the routine to wake up, grab the new lead and run. Start to finish, hands off, you never open it. To set up the trigger for this routine, I have chosen call via API option. Under that, you can see the fire URL and the token. Using it, I have created a workflow under the form settings in JotForm. When someone submits the form, immediately do a post request to the fire URL of the Claude. Now the fun part. Two leads, what's the difference? Lead 1, a software manager, corporate email, big budget, says he's relocating and needs a place before his kid's school starts. Watch, score is high, hot, and confidence is high, and the brief, it caught the relocation, caught the deadline, told my rep to lead with the ready to move option and called today. Genuine buyer, best clauses already on it. Now lead 2. On paper, this should score high. Bigger budget, ready with funds, wants it immediately. A points table scorer would light this up as your hottest lead of the day and sends your top salesperson sprinting. But watch Claude. High score on the raw numbers, but look, confidence low, fraud flag suspicious. It notices that the email doesn't look real, the details don't add up, the phone doesn't match the location. So instead of throwing your rep at a ghost, it wants them. That right there is the difference between a calculator and an analyst. One adds up points, the other one thinks. Quick wrap up. If you're a business owner thinking, I want this in my business, but I don't want to build it myself, that's exactly what we do at MSquare. Book a free consultation using the link in the description. We will set it up for your business, your leads, your team. If you're the build it yourself type and you want the prompt and the exact step, it's in our community. The link is in the description. And if this was useful, like, hit subscribe. We turn real business problems into AI automation here every week. See you in the next one. Thank you.